Wow, woman, woman of worth, you are worth it, and your worth is far above rubies. Welcome to Wow Wednesday. Let's pause and reflect on these quotes that inspire us. You can be gorgeous at 30, charming at 40, fabulous at 50, and irresistible for the rest of your life. I believe in the woman who is able to stand up for herself. I believe in the woman who doesn't need to hide behind her husband's back. I believe that if you have problems, as a woman, you deal with them. You don't play victim. You don't make yourself look pitiful. You don't look and point fingers. You stand and you deal. Wow, woman, remember, you may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. Hi, Susan here, the Extra Age Executive Coach with Way of Wisdom series featuring portraits of women in the Bible. Today, we are featuring the Shunamite Woman. Why was she so special? The Shunamite Woman, she's introduced in 2 Kings 4. She was generous and hospitable. She was a wealthy and capable woman who showed great kindness to one of God's prophets. This great woman requested her husband to build a prophetic chamber, an Old Testament Airbnb for Elisha, because she perceived him to be a man of God. This woman had discernment. Moved by her kindness, Elisha inquired through his servant Gehazi whether she needed any favor with the king, and Elisha would talk to the king on her behalf. The woman said she was good. She wasn't looking for any favors at court. What then does she want? Elisha pressed Gehazi on what could be done for her. Gehazi was street mad. He had observed the woman and her aging husband were childless without an heir to carry on the family name. Elisha summoned the woman and made an incredible promise. About this time next year, you will hold a son in your arms. This was God's surprising gift. However, unlike her forebears, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, Tamar, Hannah, the woman from Shem seemed content without children. Elisha's promise, however, was an arrow, fulfilling the unspoken desire of her heart. One day, the boy went to the farm with his father, and he developed a headache. And the father told the servants, take the baby back to the mother. The mother nursed him. But at noon, calamity struck. The boy died. What lessons can we take from home from a woman who is claiming it's all right when everything has gone wrong? How do we respond to crisis? Do we respond with immediate grief, sorrow, complaints? This woman did not post online with a black love heart. Neither did she open a WhatsApp, Facebook page as a medium to inform family members and friends for outpouring messages of condolences. The woman of Shem requested her husband for a donkey and a servant to go out and contact the man of God. He asked, why? It's not the Sabbath, neither is it a new moon. He said, it is well. If this woman had responded to her husband, the son would have been on his way to the tomb for burial. What would have been your response? This would have been my immediate response. Remember, she didn't ask for the child, and she told the man of God not to lie to her. How can he bring her so much pain? Number one, this is what I would do. Dismantle the prophetic chamber. No more visitations. Number two, I would announce that Elisha is a fake prophet a fake man of God, and a liar. Number 3, God can't be trusted. I'm done with him. He has let me down. Number 4, no church, no Bible study. I need me time. Number 5, all my social media handles will be closed. I'm done. The Shunamite woman ran to Mount Carmel to Elisha. She did not give up hope. This is a persistent woman. And she brought back the prophet with her. And knowing Gehazi had rushed before the prophet with his staff. But immediately Elisha and the woman arrived, he quickly came to tell them that the staff did not perform any miracle and the boy was indeed dead. That was an evil report. Elisha entered the room and shut the door. What happened? Lo and behold, resurrection took place. The boy came alive. The promise was fulfilled. This is our take home. The generosity of the Shunamite woman, by her creating a room without knowing, she was taking possession of her future. It is said, connect to collect. She connected with the prophet and she collected a miracle. She opened up her prophetic agenda by perceiving and ministering to the man of God. In return, she embraced the son. The room was for her miracle. You don't tell the prophet what to do, but she did, and the prophet complied, and he called forth the dead son to life. They already had a relationship ongoing. Surprisingly enough, what amazes me is that it wasn't God who told the prophet that she was barren. It was annoying Gehazi who spoke of her issue to the prophet. When trouble came knocking, she knew what to do. She didn't run to her husband, her best friend, her mother. She ran to Mount Carmel to meet with the prophet. When problems come knocking at your door, who do you run to? Wow, woman. Like the Shunamite woman, make room. The room is for us to shut the door and hear God's perspective. You've got to hear a word from God before you hear a word from your trusted associates. Elisha shut the door to gain perspective. When we hold on to the Holy Spirit, we shall revamp the dead situations in our own lives, our dead dreams, our goals. We shall begin to call those things that are dead as though they are. When your soul is troubled, what's God's perspective? Don't shut out the voice of God. A man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that proceeded from the mouth of God. Look out for the proceeding word. The woman from Shem is great. Her perspective was, what will I give, not what can I get? What's our personal covenant with God on kingdom agendas? Children ask their mothers, what have you brought for me? Buy me, buy me, buy me. The woman of Shem, her investment was her personal space, which became God's space. God can invade my space. How guarded is your space? Do you have absolute hope? Do you trust God fully? Let go of the rope for God to step in. Remember, our greatest blessings can position us to moments of brokenness. Brokenness, but not bitterness. Let's seek God with our dead situation. He has the final say. Let God and let go and let God. The Shunamite woman deserved to be blessed. Do you deserve to be blessed? Wow, woman. Woman of worth, you are worth it, and your worth is far above rubies. Put your mind on a VIP mode. It's your red carpet moment. Don't settle for less. Don't settle for safe. Fix your crown. Get up, get over it, and move on. Remember, your purpose is your superpower.